Hi guys, welcome to lesson 354, A Course in Miracles. We stand together, one in Christ. The oneness shines through. And so how am I going to use that? Well, my message yesterday was quite difficult. I was in a very difficult space. I lost my tour. And I've had a long rest today. I've been sleeping nearly all day after being on the internet all night, just searching for more theatres and festivals and basically never giving up. And to me, that's what this Christ is. The Christ in me is the power that we have inside of us to never give up and to be able to tune into whatever it is that really you haven't forgiven or let go. I know what it is that's happening to me at the moment. I know where I was. I was a 7.5-year-old child, ready to move from my home, losing my friends, my family, and going to the Middle East. I know it's there. I know it's there time and time again. And it keeps coming up, especially because I've got to move out of my home next year. And I know that's what it is. That's what keeps coming up. And I'm doing loads of work on it. But that it's still there. It's still there. And that's the space I went to. It's PTSD. And a lot of people are suffering. They think it's because of what's happening in the moment, but it isn't. We're basically living with our stuff from our childhood, and it's deep, deep down in our subconscious. And when something like that happens, where you get big disappointments or a major change in your life, a lot of us get stuck back there. And that's what mental illness is. And I was able to stay there with the love of my partner, my husband. He let me stay there and talk to that part of me. And we knew where I was, and I was able to come through because of that. You see, validation is very important. That's the Christ, you see. That's the love. That's the part of us that is manifested around us or in us, the knowledge to know that we are not in that moment. We are back in that PTSD again. We are back in the past. We are stuck. We're little children stuck. And when something, like I say, a crisis happens, you're back there again. But that's the Christ in us that knows it, the strength, the wisdom that lives in us, in this incredible wisdom, intelligence that we are, in ourselves. And it knows it's time again to bring that up. And I said to my husband, I don't know what's going to happen at Christmas. I can't face anything at the moment. I feel like a 7.5-year-old child, and 50 years later, I feel like I'm still in the same situation where everything's been taken away again and I can't do anything about it because I literally haven't got the money or the strength anymore or to know what to do because it's coming toppling down on me again. And he sat with me and listened to me, and my friends were there for me. And bit by bit, I was able to come back into the moment a little bit more. And today, the Christ is strong in me. I know what I need to do. I know I need to go again for a grant, and I will. And we're sending out emails all over the country to all the theatres and every single festival. I am not giving up. I'm not giving up because there's something in me and in you that is stronger. You have people that heal from anything because there's such a Christ strength in them that the body just succumbs to whatever that is, whether it's prayer or whether it's healing. At some point, if you have that strength in you and you really want to overcome something, you can. And sometimes it's just time to say goodbye and to move on. I'm not being patronizing, but the body sometimes just has had enough, and that part of us says, well, I've had enough living in this diseased vehicle, so it's time to go. And the body goes, and you're back to spirit again. So sometimes that happens when the body can't take anymore, basically. But with me, it's the mind. The mind goes round and round and round, keeps showing me the fantasy that I would have had in January. The fantasy of the theatre, the fantasy of the press conferences, the fantasy of earning money from box office splits. And the shock of, again, where people are struggling so much, they have to close down their theatre. And the mind again saying, it's you, Lauren, you're guilty, it's your fault, you're a jinx, you created all this, because the mind learned how to say that when I was a tiny child. That's all I learned. It's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. And that's what I remember when I was 16 years old, and I was doing a show called Summertime, and they closed. They closed because there was no money coming in, and I really believed it was me. It was me. And that's how it started initially. Initially, I think that's where the belief comes from. So today, as I say, I'm staying in Christ. I'm eating. I've slept a lot. I've had a bath. I've washed my hair. I've done what I can to come back into that space. I'm taking care of the heating fund as much as I can, but I'm taking care of me. I'm not going out in the cold today. I'm taking care of me. And I've had some beautiful messages of people saying to me, welcome to the world of fundraising, after what happened to me yesterday with people libeling me and calling me dishonest and a thief and a liar. And these people now supporting me, telling me, yeah, sometimes that's what you get. So anyway, as I said, you stay strong. And if I can help you in any way with what I'm doing, get in touch with me. You know, the heating fund is there for people, particularly vulnerable people. We're doing whatever we can to try and raise money. You know, and doing our best. We're doing our best. And join us, because it's about the oneness. So the more people that join us and help us and maybe give a bit of money, the rest of us are just doing what we can, you know, then we can do more to help people live with heating. So they've got at least some heating Christmas Day or Boxing Day or something, and maybe that will give them the self-esteem they need to be able to make a change. I don't know. It's not up to me to judge, but at least that it'll make them feel a little bit better inside. You know, maybe, and sometimes gratitude goes a long way. We do know it does change our lives. So today I'm feeling gratitude. I'm still feeling scared and angry and shocked, but I'm getting on with it. I'm getting on with it. I'm not letting the tidal wave of depression or grief take me over. I'm on that computer and I'm proactive, and I will do a funding grant today, and we'll see what happens. So I love you lots. Take care. And as I say, you connect to that Christ inside you. Don't let anything destroy your dreams, ever. If anyone ever tries to do that, then please contact me and I will inspire you. We will inspire each other together. Love you lots. Bye.